Unbiased Webster Style, Brian Sapp here with another NRW checkpoint. Brian, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let's get right into the games, and we have some interesting games out this week that I think that we are definitely going to find interesting, if not excited about. The first one is Lifeless Moon. Is on the PS4, 5, Xbox One, S, and X, and it dropped on PC last year, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Lifeless Moon is the spiritual successor to the popular 2014 indie title Lifeless Planet. It is a 3D platformer that puts you in the center of a mysterious moon expedition. The new adventure, inspired by classic science fiction, plays as an Apollo-era astronaut who finds himself in the aftermath of an old 1970 experiment in the oddly familiar desert town on the moon.
Okay.
So we are watching the trailer for that one.
Okay.
Next up, we have Once Human dropping on PC, and this one is free. This one is free.
Interesting title.
Lifeless Moon is, I think it's like $12, so all these are pretty inexpensive so far.
Right.
So Once Human is a multiplayer open world survival game set in a strange post-apocalyptic future. That sounds so familiar.
Right.
Unite with friends to fight monstrous enemies, uncover secret plots, compete for resources, and build your own territory. So it sounds like something we've heard of before.
Yep. But hey, I guess you can't use too many of those, huh?
That's true. That's true. We are not watching the trailer for that one. Next up, we have Angerfoot on PC. Angerfoot is a lightning-fast, hard bass blast of kicking doors and kicking ass.
Okay.
Crash through the caffeine-fueled fever dream of Shit City. That's the name for the city. It lets me know right now what it's about.
Right.
Putting the boot to a menacing menagerie of merciless gangsters. Unleash the world's deadliest feat on a colorful cast of anthropomorphic enemies, clearing out slums, sewers, and skyscrapers as you grab new weapons, unlock new sneakers, and upgrade your powers in absurd and wonderful ways. Kick and shoot your way to the exit as you leave behind a smoldering trail of shattered doors, broken bones, and crumpled energy drinks. Of course, we're watching the trailer for that one.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And last but not least, this week we have Dros on the Switch. It also dropped on PC, I think, last year.
Okay.
Dros is a dark fantasy adventure where you'll swap between a small, gooey creature and her human bounty hunter shell. Okay. Explore through 40 unique dioramas, like levels, filled with strange creatures, intricate puzzles, hidden rooms, and ancient collectibles. Yeah, that's interesting. So I'm glad we're watching the trailer for that.
Okay.
First up is the trailer for Dros.
See what Dros talking about.
Right. Ooh. This is not what I was expecting.
Me either. But I'm not mad at this.
No, not at all.
It feel like it fit on the Switch. I'm glad it came out there first.
It really does. All right.
Okay. Straight to the point. I like it. I'm not mad at that.
Not at all. All right, so Brian, what did you think of Dros?
Dros look cool. Look like something that needed to be on the Switch. Look like something that would probably be a fun little just pass the time game. And you really get much into the story of things, like what the synopsis was explaining, but just the little kind of gameplay mechanics we saw looked like a cool game.
Yeah, I was surprised, especially how it started for it to, we had that kind of sort of 2D black and white.
Yeah.
And we go to the
that Trek to Yomi kind of.
Yeah, 3D isometric sort of thing. And then it had kind of like an old school vibe, like a PS2 vibe with the graphics.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that. It wasn't what I expected when it started, even from the description. But I am pleasantly surprised, and I don't believe the game's that expensive either. So it's definitely something I might check out.
Definitely. That's cool.
All right. Next up, let's we got some angry feet. Let's go check out Angry Foot. Lots of sneakers. Oh, nice.
Okay. So we're going with sneakers. This is sneaker head game. What's up? See, you got some festival wristbands on.
Oh, wow.
Right. Okay, so a lot of kicking going on.
A whole lot of kicking. Crossbows, guns, lots of kicking. Ooh.
That crop.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You can.
Okay. This is cool.
Yeah.
And your foot. Oh, instead of happy feet, it's anger foot.
Yeah, instead of happy feet, angry foot.
Yeah. This is how you feel about it.
I am, from the description, I expected one of those boomer shooters that we've been seeing.
Uh-huh.
That is not what we got.
Right.
Happy about that. I love the whole sneaker shoe aesthetic and how they give you different power-ups, and then just graphically, which is so colorful and so inviting to the eyes as well. And the gameplay looks pretty chaotic and fun.
Me too. I agree. I just feel like I don't know. It's a unique kind of game. I've never really seen anything like that.
Right. Yeah, me either. Yeah, especially because I know with Duke Nukem 3D, like you used to be able to kick enemies. And I'm pretty sure there are other first-person shooters where you can kick the enemies. I don't remember any. But that's one like I remember, like that was a mechanic and that was new. And I know it's not something you've seen too often, but the fact that they take something like that and make it such a primary focus of the game, and then the attack mechanic as well, is pretty cool. And I don't think I may be wrong. We can only play so many games and be knowledgeable about so many games, but it seems like that's something nobody else has done before.
I agree. I don't recall seeing anything like that. And I just like the quirkiness of it. I like you said, that they chose to make the kicking thing a primary function to the point where you got different shoes that can do different things, almost like you have different guns that can do different things. Right. So I wonder, I'm interested now, like, do you pick the shoe and then that's the shoe that you rocking with the whole battle, or is it like you can run around and take shoes and like the same way how you drop and pick up guns? And
I wouldn't be surprised if you could switch. You probably have an inventory you could switch between. Probably find shoes and change them. I wouldn't be surprised if you can do that, but I think it would be kind of weird if you get a shoe and you have to keep it for that level. But,
yeah. I mean, I agree. But yeah, looks dope.
All right, well, that's our take on Angry Foot. Now we're going to check out Lifeless Moon.
I don't know if anyone will ever find these recordings.
Okay.
In any case, I wanted documents.
Right.
Looks great.
It does.
$12 game.
Yeah.
We've made a party. Please hurry. What is this place?
I remember this game.
Do you?
I remember the previews from Summer Games Fest last year.
Okay.
That's cool.
Did it disappear? Oh, okay.
Yeah. This looks really cool.
It does. Is he supposed to be on like the dark side of the moon now?
I don't know.
For all our sakes, I hope you survive.
Okay. For the creator of Lifeless Planet. Okay. So they just gonna have a whole series. Okay.
Right. All right. So, Brian, what do you think of Lifeless Moon, man?
I think Lifeless Moon looks pretty cool. I'm interested to see how they flesh out their lifeless worlds there. I seen the little tag right there in the corner that said lifeless worlds. So I'm assuming we're gonna get some more lifeless games.
Well, we got Lifeless Planet before. This is Lifeless Moon, so
Right.
we've been
Lifeless Mars.
yeah, Mars, or even a Lifeless Earth.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, it looks interesting though. I do want to understand what's going on with the little monster thing, and
It
it's
looks
like it's a
amazing.
story there.
It looks absolutely amazing for such a budget title, because I think on
Right.
$12.99 on that was a sale or not, but even so, it's probably like $15.99 or $14.99 full price. So that looks like a hell of a game for that kind of price.
Definitely. I agree.
So yeah, so that's all our games for this week. Brian, what's going on with you, man?
Nothing much. I'm actually preparing to travel. I'll be in DC this weekend. Just going up to play tourist for play tourist for the
Coming to
weekend.
BlerdCon?
Is it this weekend?
Yes.
No, I did not know that. I'm gonna try to stop by. Let me see what I can pull off.
All right. Holla at me, because I may or may not have an open press pass.
Okay.
I'm still waiting if my number 2 is coming or not. They don't know. So if that's the case, I may be able to swap you out.
Okay. So we'll talk about that because
Yeah.
Either way, yeah. So I'm preparing for that, and then I don't know. I started another episode of the pod, so hopefully I can get that out before I leave this weekend.
Okay.
What about you? What you got going on?
Let's see. Dropped latest episode of the pod on YouTube. Still haven't gotten the audio back up yet, but talked about Beverly Hills Cop 4. Food for Glory is a fragrance of the week, as well as talking about The Last Descendant and the fact that they announced a remaster to the Thing video game.
Okay. Wow, I didn't see that.
It came up. The trailer came out 3 weeks ago. I'm like, wait a minute, how did I miss this?
Right.
That's dope. When I got my Xbox, the 2 games my OG Xbox, the 2 games I got were not Halo, Shenmue 2, and The Thing.
Okay.
So I've been yearning just to make that backwards compatible. The fact they're doing a remaster, I was like, oh, I'm sold. I'm buying it.
That's dope.
I'm so buying it. So I'll talk about that. Then also, by the time all this comes out, I got an interview out with creator, writer Justin Koch, his new comic, SWAT. Eldritch Blue is currently out now on Zoop for crowdfunding. So it's a pretty cool. Think Homicide meets Harry Potter is the best way I describe it based on
okay.
That. So check that out. And then also I have my interview with up and coming adult star Anna Cummings, which we got a really cool in-depth interview, really personable. It's very interesting seeing the humanity and the real side of a lot of the adult performers instead of just what you see. So that's what's coming up this week. And of course, like I said, this weekend coming, I'll be at BlerdCon Friday and Saturday. I won't be there Sunday because I have to travel for my day job.
That's real.
Next week, so I'll be gone.
Right.
So that's what's going on. But you guys know where you are, nerds. We'll make sure you continue to follow us on Instagram at New Release Wednesday, on Twitter at the NRW. And of course, you're currently on YouTube, so make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe.